Good evening and welcome to King Field at Baldwin-Woodville High School for a middle border conference football game between the Ellsworth Panthers and the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks. Week 4 of the high school season, week 2 in the conference. I'm Jeremy Nygaard, joined by our cameraman Zach Ambrose and Nick Pack. Nick, how are you doing this evening?
Couldn't be better. Got some fantastic football in line for us, so excited to be here and looking forward to a great evening of entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Baldwin-Woodville, 3-0. The 2 non-conference wins preceding a win here last week against the Somerset Spartans in a closely contested game that came down really to the fourth quarter. Hawks took a lead. Somerset came back and tied. Hawks jumped back out to a 2-touchdown lead. And Somerset actually had the ball with the opportunity to tie and couldn't get it done. Hawks were able to run out the clock. And they're going to welcome Ellsworth, who kind of surprisingly maybe beat Amory last week, but it took until the second half to really pull away after being tied at half. The coaches poll that is put out every Monday on WIS Sports has these two teams both in the top 5 in Division 4.
Yeah, coaches poll beside that, it's not about that. I'm sorry, it's about Ellsworth has not lost a conference game in, 2.5 years now?
21 consecutive wins. So
Okay.
I would say that predates the COVID season because COVID, I think, was a little bit shorter. Or maybe they lost that first. No, they didn't lose that year. So that would be one game in 2023, all of 2022, all of 2021, and they didn't lose a game in 2020. So I would assume that this streak predates COVID.
Exactly, and so they're coming in, whether it's Baldwin-Woodville, whether it's Somerset, whether it's Rice Lake for this year, whether it's St. Croix Central, whoever it is, they got the target on the back, and it's there tonight, and all these teams are here to prove that we are good. We were in a situation last year. We were 2-0 last year without the other game, and went down to Ellsworth, and conditions were a little different last year, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
Rainy and windy, and Ellsworth proved that they were the best team in the conference.
For sure. And that's kind of been what's happened on more than one occasion. I think I said talking to Coach Kiefer earlier this week, it's unfortunate for Ellsworth more than anyone that the 2020 season didn't end with a trip to Madison, because the Middle Borders had a lot of success in Division 4 over the last 25 years, and that Ellsworth team arguably was as good as any other Middle Border team we had seen. They were able to make it back to Madison the next year and lost a very competitive game to Catholic Memorial. But you are 100% correct. This team has a target on their back, and that's not just conference. That's really in the area in all of Division 4.
Right, and deservedly so. I mean, that's they've earned that. And again, if you want to be a middle border contender, it goes through right now the white and gray.
Correct.
I love those. Those are sharp.
Yep. I'm a fan of the helmets.
Yeah, they look sharp, and they look good. And that's this thing is and part of high school football is mentality. Growing up, you talked about back when I coached. I coached against a Menominee team. It was you go into Menominee, you're playing Labuda, you're going to lose.
Right.
You were going to lose.
Right.
And what happened?
You
lost.
Yep.
And now that you lose, you probably got running clocked.
Right.
So you got to have that mentality. You got to break that mentality. And the thing I think with this Blackhawk team is last year they had a really good taste of success, and now they're 3-0. And hey, why not us?
Right.
Why not?
Yep.
So, and I think last week was a very good test for them. Somerset, like we said, a very good team. I would be willing to say that Somerset outplayed the Blackhawks last week.
Okay.
Somerset D-line took it to our own line, I felt. I felt our pass pro was very subpar compared to the first 2 weeks.
Right.
And maybe that's a little kick for this offensive linemen that have dominated the first 2 weeks. We put up a number of great points. This can be a great defense we're going to see tonight. and I look forward to that matchup.
Yeah, the offensive line of ours, it's certainly, I wouldn't say it's our strength, but our offensive line is very strong, experienced, deep, all of those things. But the offensive line of Ellsworth is highly regarded.
Correct.
And Coach Kiefer said, I mean, pretty plain and simple, if our guys don't fire off the ball low defensively, they're going to get blown back into the second level, possibly into the third level. So, it's going to be one of those evenings where I think we have the advantage on the perimeter. I think the Blackhawks have better, maybe not better, have more ability to make plays on the perimeter, but it's really hard to get to the perimeter if you're not winning the battle in the trenches.
Correct, and we saw that last week again. Right. We mentioned before in previous broadcasts where, we said, that receiver is wide open, but the quarterback couldn't see him. Why? Because the pressure.
Right. Yep.
If the pressure is there, it doesn't matter how open the receivers are. You always talk about do you need good defensive pressure, or do you need good D-backs that can cover in the NFL? If you have DNs that can get at the quarterback, you don't go to cover very long.
Right. So the Hawks led by quarterback, senior number 12, Cal Smith. Cal is transitioned from quarterback to running back, now back to quarterback after All-State honorable mention Mason Werner graduated last year. And Cal's been phenomenal. He's had his hand in almost every touchdown we've scored, either by running them in or by throwing, and has had a couple fumbles. That's kind of been, in my opinion, that's been the sole thing that Cal hasn't done at a really, really high level is protect the ball. And we have a guy on the outside, a junior by the name of Gavin Sell, who is maybe the most exciting player we've had put on this helmet in a long, long time. I'm not gonna throw a name out because I don't wanna do that. But what Gavin's been doing on the perimeter has been phenomenal.
I will not disagree with you at all. However, I will say that it's also a very team-oriented team. We got a leading receiver last year that came in. I mean, we were talking about him as a stud.
He had the fourth.
We had Vince Sommer, who was a very good receiver as a senior, graduated.
Yep.
But we had Colin Fritz, who was a junior last year, led the team in 700 plus yards.
Yep.
And how many touchdowns last year?
Yep.
How many catches he got this year? One?
Yeah. So he had last season's, statistically, was the fourth best receiving season in school history.
But let me ask you, is that because he has stepped back this year, or is he taking on a different role?
He's taking on a different role.
Exactly.
Yep.
He's taking on a role that said, how can I benefit this team to win?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not knocking what Gavin Sell's done. Don't get me wrong, but yet Gavin is stepped in his role,
right,
and he's put up the 276 yards and 5 touchdowns,
right,
which is phenomenal.
And what Colton Hush has brought, and Ryan Vienendahl. And that's why I think,
and Monacan stepped into kind of the role that
Colin had last year.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. Like this team is so fun to watch because they don't care about themselves.
Right.
And it's okay. Next man up. Yep. Who wants to carry it in the end zone? Sure. Yeah. Cal's throwing for 9 and ran in 7.
It's impressive after 3.
Yeah, but it's not like someone else couldn't do it.
Right. And I think the main draw is that. If you're a good team and you want to be a great team, you got to be selfless.
Correct.
And that's what this team has been. Obviously, if you're successful, some guys are going to get the accolades.
Correct. And we've said that all along. Like we've praised the offense line, and I didn't knock on them from last week. I just said that they maybe had a step back because the first 2 weeks
it was more of a challenge.
They were phenomenal.
Yep.
And last week was like maybe their biggest competition, and I think this week will be their next biggest competition.
For sure. Absolutely.
And they needed that challenge.
Yep.
So as we get to hear from Torgi here.
Baldwin-Woodville High School, Ellsworth High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and athletic events.
Justin Jefferson walking in front of me. Yeah. I should give him the mic.
Yeah. So just a heads up to all, and I will say this more than one time: if we do drop off of the Wi-Fi, just be patient, hit refresh a couple times. We'll do our best to get connected as soon as possible. It looks like our signal is a little more bouncy than it was last week, and we did have one drop off last week, so just please bear with us. We'll do the best we can to stay on and stay live, and if we do lose the signal, we'll do our best to get on as soon as possible.
Thank you for your compliance with our school policy and the Wisconsin state law prohibiting tobacco use on school premises. And finally, at this time, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, place your hand over your
We're going to have the national anthem here.
place the flag behind the south end zone for the playing of our national anthem by the Baldwin-Woodville Band, directed by Mr. Adam Bassett. Ellsworth tonight has won the coin toss, and they elected to defer.
Nicely done by the Baldwin-Woodville Pep Band.
Receive the opening kickoff, and the Blackhawks will defend the
If you could hear that, we're going to have a Ellsworth coin toss.
senior defensive back, number 30.
I think we're back. Apologies for the unstable connection. We've jumped over to a hotspot just in time for kickoff. Hopefully we can stay connected and hopefully my phone stays charged.
And if you were able to see that, the kickoff did go out of bounds inside the 30, so I believe in high school football it comes back to the 35 still. I believe it's 25 yards from the kick, and they kick off at the 40, so it should be 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks on their 35. Here in Baldwin, 1-0, number 3 Ellsworth versus 1-0 Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks. Decided to bring us some action here, and hopefully we can
we're good for now.
Keep her going live and strong, and pay attention quick as Cal Smith is going to have hush and motion and trying to draw Ellsworth offside right away, and we'll look at a play. And senior Johansson switches off to his right side. Going to give it to Johansson. Come our way. We pick about 4 yards. Moving right to left on your dial. There's a very, very, very small breeze, if any at all. So not much of a wind to play factor this week as opposed to last week or last year when we were playing Ellsworth. So 2nd and 6 for the Blackhawks. Opening drive, hush in motion, is going to fake.
Oh,
Cal Smith going to keep it. He's going to have probably a 1st down up to the 45. And they stop the clock and they put that probably right on the 45. 1st and 10, Blackhawks.
Gain of 6 yards in the carry. And that's good for your 1st and 10 for Baldwin-Woodville.
That speed sweep, you'll see that often, both Hush number 20 and Wiedendahl 17.
No.
Johansson 17.
30.
Up the middle for number 17, Johansson. He's going to cross midfield into Ellsworth territory. Pickup of a 5.
Ryan's 31.
Nelson on the tackle.
2nd and 5 for the Blackhawks. Opening drive here. Here goes Hush. Snap. It's going to be Johansson up the middle again. Picks up about 3 more. It's going to be 3rd and 2 from Ellsworth's 47-yard line.
Yeah, like you mentioned, you wanna get off to a good start, and it's been a heavy dose of a run here and moving the ball quite efficiently.
We got Haldorf going to lead the way for Cal Smith. Going to pick up the first down. He is brought down by number 22. It's Braden Anderson. However, that is another Blackhawk first down inside the 45, down to the 44. So, would you guess we come out with, what, 5 straight runs?
I wouldn't have guessed it, but
Why
I mean,
not?
it's the whole premise of the offense is you look around and you take what you feel is given. And if the idea is we're going to take away the perimeter and the pass, and they're going to play with 7 in the box, maybe you.
Got a 3-man front right now, and their linebackers are deep. It's Cal. They're going to drop back. It looks like quarterback draw almost. It's going to maybe pick up a yard or 2. He's brought down by number 64, Chase Crescent, sophomore.
I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. We did experience some technical difficulties, but we seem to be back online doing all right for now. But if that happens, just hit refresh, and we'll be back as soon as we can.
Haldorf has a little hole. He kind of stutter steps when I thought maybe he could have just gone up there. Inside the 40, nonetheless. It's going to be about a 3rd and 5 for the Blackhawks. Inside Ellsworth 40. Again, opening possession for the Blackhawks. 2 minutes into it, nothing but 7 straight runs, and it's going to be run number 8, if I'm calling correct. Haldorf's going to get brought down about the 37, and it will be a 4th and about 3 yards to go, and I expect him to.
You know, I expected him to throw last.
I said
week.
go for it, not throw for it.
Oh,
go for it.
I thought you said I expect him to throw. No, they'll definitely go. I when in doubt. Last week, Cal didn't give it. He did it himself.
Deep as these backers are, I mean, look, they're 5 yards off the ball. It's going to be a run. And there it is. Haldorf's going to go.
He's not going to get it.
Shot. He stopped shy of Ellsworth's 35. We need to get to 34. Ellsworth is going to turn over the Blackhawks on downs, their first possession. 3 minutes into the first quarter, they will take over from their own 35.
I want to thank our sponsors here. I don't know if we'll have time to do them all, so I'm going to wait until the.
And Ellsworth looks like they're ready to go. I mean, we witnessed the Blackhawks quick. I mean, better be ready. And here come the Ellsworth Panthers, led by senior Griffin Blumberg.
They're going to throw it.
They're going to throw it first down and sliding down. I believe was that roll. Nope,
no,
that's Parker Woodland, senior receiver.
Woodland on the pass reception.
He is their second leading receiver behind Roll. He's got a
5 yards on the reception.
He's got a 6'6" sophomore tight end / receiver, number 81, George Roll.
Yeah, who's definitely put on a little bit of good weight. It looks like since I saw him on the basketball court.
He's a stud. It's gonna be up the middle. Nice. Jackson Johansson brings him down. Ball carrier, I believe, is number 23, Levi Nelson.
No, it looked like 37. No.
I'm pretty sure it's 23, Levi Nelson.
Yep, you're right.
Johansson made the stop for the Blackhawks. Gain of 1 brings it 3rd and 4.
Levi is their leading rusher. He comes into tonight with about 338 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns for the Panthers. 3rd and 3. It's going to be a little toss pass to Roll. He's going to have the. No, he's not going to first down. And when it comes a flag down, he is brought down about the 45 by Ryan Veendahl. However, there's a block in the back. So now, 4th and 1.
Nope, push him back.
Or 3rd and 13. 4th and 1, your own 45. You got to punt it, don't you, if you're Ellsworth?
I don't think so. I think the power running game, you take the penalty here.
And, well, I don't even know what we're talking about because the umpire's already walking it off.
Yeah. And I think that's the right call. Now, that play is not totally different than our jet sweep that we see. Only it's being thrown forward, so if the ball hits the ground, it's an incomplete pass on Ellsworth's side. If we do that, it would be a fumble.
Only because when we do it, we hand it off. Correct. Or when he at least tosses it, it's considered a forward pass. Yeah. So 3rd and 13 now for Bloomberg.
They're going to pass.
And he does pass. Let's roll out. And he does find George Roll, he will be brought down shy of the 40 this time. So essentially 5-6 yard loss on the penalty. Now, no in doubt, and the Panthers will probably likely punt a 3 and out. Nice stop by the Blackhawk defense.
Yep, good response after turning it over on downs.
A little confusion here as Nelson looks to finally get over and cover up a cornerback there, but punt is off.
Knuckleball.
He's going to take it about his 30. He's going to slip down, and Blackhawks will take over their second possession from their 30-yard line here in Baldwin.
Want to thank all our sponsors here as quickly as I possibly can. Baldwin Greenhouse, Firehelm Langer, Nielsen's Foods, St. Croix Garage Door, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, Wisconsin Credit Union, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin Lightstream, CW Garage Door Distribution, Fenner & Jewelers, Schaefer Financial Services, Blackhawk Garage Door, O'Connell Funeral Homes, A-Star Concrete, Culvers of Baldwin, Family Chiro Care, TMS Auto, Halverson Concrete Solutions, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Pete's Construction, American Family Insurance, Village Pharmacy, and OEM Fabricators. Thank you, sponsors.
Yeah, you better go quick because here goes Cal Smith. He's going to throw it deep. He's got Cal Smith, sorry.
Yeah!
He's got Gavin Sell. That's going to be 70 yards. That's going to be a Blackhawk touchdown. 70 yards, Cal Smith to Gavin Sell, and the Blackhawks are on the board with 6:53 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, we saw that coming right at us.
Yeah, I loved it.
The safety kind of took a bad little angle, and Cal lofted it out there. Gavin hauled in, kept his feet, and he trampled in 70 yards. As you mentioned, they've connected 5 times prior tonight for touchdowns.
And that, there's been some touchdowns that Gavin has just gone and went and got. That touchdown was a beautifully thrown ball.
Well, and design, a great design route. As we're talking there, Gus, is it Croning, right?
Croning, yeah.
Croning, as he has done a lot this year, has come through and put the extra point through to make it 7-0. But yeah, a great design, and it was wasn't like a lot of time needed, but the O-line gave him a little pocket. Cal stepped back, made a great throw, right in stride, and Gavin hauled it in and ends up where he ends up a lot this year.
Yeah, and I mean, Cal threw that ball about 40 yards on an absolute dime.
Yeah, just in stride.
Yeah.
And we talk about him as a baseball pitcher, how he can throw that 90-mile-an-hour fastball. That wasn't that. That was the old maybe change-up or whatever. Cal's plus pitch is his change-up. Just throw it up there and like, hey, this is what I need right here. Right in stride and overthrew that D-back, and here we are. Hey, so a first down and a turnover on downs by Blackhawks on their first possession.
Yeah.
3 and out. One play.
70 yards. Yeah, you know, Mr. Sell says all the time, I don't know why we mess around with running. We should just pass. Or maybe it's the other way that he talks. I don't recall. Oh, he's going to bang it into the...
And there's Gus. That's a perfect
the one.
kick right down to the one.
And we need coverage.
And here comes a flag coming flying out.
There's a nice collision over there.
So the return is out to the 24, and I don't know. It looks like a hold. I see the umpire here. The headline's been on our side, or he's actually the umpire, saying it's from this spot, but it's still going to be 10 yards from the end of the run.
Yep. So we're gonna start this drive on about the 14-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as good as the last 4 plays as you can ask for. A third down stop, a forced punt, a touchdown, and now starting inside your own 20.
Inside your own 15, yeah. You can't ask for much better than that. And that's all 3 aspects. I know always on Keeper's Corner, you talk about all 3 aspects of the game. That was a defensive stop, that was the special teams, that was the offense, and that was the special teams again. So.
Yep.
First and 10 for the Panthers on their own 14. It's going to be a quarterback kicker. Blomberg's going from the side. He's going to get nowhere. He's met right away by Gavin Sell. No yards.
Colin Fritz on the tackle for the Blackhawks.
They say Fritz. I thought it was Gavin Sell. Maybe it's
Fritz got him first. It was a host of Blackhawks.
I can't tell our defensive guys like down. I don't know by all his friends over there. So.
He doesn't have the binocs tonight.
Who got the tackle? Okay, Colin and Gavin both. All right, we're good. 2nd and 10 for the Ellsworth Panthers. Back to pass. Blumberg is going. He's going to go deep. Vandal's right there, and Vandal's going to come down with it. There it is, Ryan Vandal's all over that. Pass intended for Parker Woodland was intercepted by the Blackhawks. Ryan Vandal, and they will take over 1st and 10 on the Ellsworth 42-yard line, and that turnover brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. All your concrete needs, get a hold of Nick or Jason at 612-804-5222. That's Ryan Beanall's off-season workout plan.
That's what you got him on?
With Pac-Man's Concrete.
Go
paying off right there.
Go up and get it?
Yeah. I taught him that one this last year. Yeah.
Ryan is a phenomenal cover corner.
He's a phenomenal
He's doing
employee too. And right up the middle, there's Colin Fritz with his 2nd reception of the year. Down inside the 25. Gain him about 18 yards there to Fritz. Don't blink now, the Blackhawks coming right back at you, Ellsworth. Be ready. 1st and 10 from the 24.
24-yard line, 1st and 10 for Baldwin.
Gavin had a step on the top on that play too.
He missed sweep. Oh, never mind. Cal's going to keep it. He might get back to the line of scrimmage. He's brought down by, I believe, Chase Crescent.
Chase Crescent on the tackle.
Give Cal a yard. 2nd and 9, maybe 8.
I'm going to give him 2.
Yeah, I'd give him 2 there, based on our phenomenal chain gain. Cal's calling up plays, looking at the wristband. And snap comes. You know, with a little wheel route coming, and it's there. It's there. If he can catch it, it's going to be a 13-0 lead. Hush does catch it. It is a 13-0 lead, a 23-yard touchdown. Cal Smith to Colton Hush. 13-0 Blackhawks. Wow. Don't blink now, but yet don't unblink now either, because this can change real quick.
Yep, and we saw last week a quick 14-0 lead. Well, not quick, but we were tied, and then we scored the first 2 and felt really good about ourselves, and it wasn't that long until the game was tied back up.
Correct, and while you were talking, Gus Croning does nothing else but split the uprights, make it 14-0 Blackhawks.
All right, let's thank some sponsors here. St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin-Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving Baldwin and the surrounding area by offering the freshest flowers, plants, and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help with anything you need. Give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit online at baldwingreenhouse.com.
So personally, I think the hardest thing right now for Coach Kiefer to do to his kids is say, hey, it's 0-0.
Right.
Guys, let's go out. It's the opening kickoff in the first quarter. Let's go win this game.
Yep.
Because you know Ellsworth is taking a punch right now, but they're going to give it back.
Yep.
Croning with the kick. Another nice boot. Going to be inside the 5. Taking it about 3 by, I believe, that's number 27, Heinrichs. Ooh, nice job of bringing him down. I believe that's Gordon there.
Yep. So, Coach Katz, that was my JV coach for 1 year when I was coaching basketball. His thing that he always liked to say was, when times are good, it's never as good as it seems. When times are bad, it's never as bad as it seems. You got to try to ride that middle wave. And this is that time where you start to feel really good about yourself, where you can't feel too good about yourself, because like you said, it could turn on a dime.
No, this is number 3 team in state for a reason, and haven't lost a conference game for how many years for a reason. They're going to punch back, and you got to weather it. Give up the middle, I believe it's Johansson there to bring him down.
Gain of 4 though. That's
Cal Smith on the tackle.
Again, that's
4 yards.
That's Heinrichs. It's right up the middle. That right there was a statement too. Like, hey, we're coming at you.
Yep. And we're not panicked.
We're not looking at the scoreboard.
Right.
We're coming at you. We're going to hit you hard right here.
Yep.
Heinrichs again. He's their, I believe, their third leading sure.
Oh boy.
Ball is loose
boy.
right now, and Colin Fritz come up, and he points that way. The Blackhawks will take over on the 30-yard line. Another Panther turnover.
Now
is sponsored by
do it. Say it.
Pac-Man's Concrete. All your concrete needs, get a hold of Nick or Jason at 612-804-5222. And I know what you're going to say next is let's throw the ball deep.
You gotta go. You go for it. You got your foot on the throat. This is the jugular. This is the shot right here. On first down, they're feeling bad for
I
themselves.
think you're going to go Monica down here one-on-one. Nope. Quick little pass out there. That is Vienendahl.
Oh, they got
a flag there quick.
the hole.
He is wrestled down. Thrown down by Blomberg. He's a little upset about the last couple of turnovers by the Ellsworth Panthers. And
okay, so here's my statistical question for you.
Okay.
First down, we're going to replay first down.
Okay.
Are there yardage awarded for a pass and a reception,
has
and
to
then
be.
but the first down never happened?
Okay.
We're replaying the down,
You still get the yardage.
but you lose the yardage.
Okay. But statistically wise, so
we're going to give Ryan 8 yards?
We started at the 31-yard line, right?
Right.
So we are now at 33. So we had to have
8 yards?
2 yards, brings up first
See?
and
Correct.
12 for the
Okay.
Blackhawks from
Correct.
the
I mean, for as much fantasy football as I play, you'd think that I would pay more
See,
attention to that.
it's
but
different in pro because it's not by
I'll just watch
Yeah,
box scores closer
exactly.
on Sunday.
they get paid for that. Johansson up the middle, dodges the first guy. He's going to get down about 25-yard line before he's brought down finally. Picks up about 7 or 8 on 1st and 12. 2nd and 4 now for the Blackhawks, leading 14-0 inside of 4 minutes, and we're going to have a timeout by Kiefer. He said, let's take a minute with 3:46 to go in the first quarter. Blackhawks jump out in front, 14-0.
Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touch-tone phone. Visit them at wisconsincu.org to learn more. A-Star Concrete Pumping is proud to be family-owned and operated in Wisconsin. We pride ourselves on maintaining a high-quality, unique fleet and very knowledgeable staff to complete all projects. From smaller residential projects to large-scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Pumping has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all your concrete needs. Contact them at 715-246-3920. All right, Nick, so here's where my head's at right now. These next 2 plays are really big plays because if Ellsworth can get a stop, they can feel better about themselves.
Well, it's going to take 3 because it's only 2nd down. And I'm pretty sure
Okay,
we'll punt.
we'll go for it. Well, we might kick a field goal.
We might kick a field goal from here, but yes, I know exactly what you're saying is like we just mentioned about how if you're a keeper, you got to tell your guys, hey, let's erase this 14-0. But if somehow you can find the end zone here, 21-0 is a little different. Johansson's going to be stopped in the backfield, which will make it a long 3rd down. I believe he's stopped by number 56, Nolan Kummer.
And there's been success on the ground, but not chunk plays. In the air, though.
But you got to keep him honest. As much as I know you want to throw every down,
I do.
And maybe play action every other down.
Sure.
I still need to keep him honest.
I'll throw some jets in there.
We did a couple first downs, opening possession on the ground game.
They got to prove that they can stop the pass before you keep me honest.
Left, he's going to go Colin Fritz. Oh, a little high to Colin. There was that non-change up. There was that 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yep. Just get it to him. Make it a long handoff. So, I mean, Ellsworth answered the bell there on 2nd down, getting the loss of yardage. 3rd down, they didn't really have to do much. We did that ourselves. Here we go, 4th and 5.
4th and 5, and we're going to have trips down to our side. We're going to have Gavin Sells single up the top side. I would expect us to come this way. Don't be surprised for a run. We got 4 guys over here. They got 2 guys over there. Oh, I thought maybe quarterback a little draw there.
You had him.
There's nobody. He's going to throw it deep. He's going to have Colin Fritz. Colin's going to walk into the end zone. And from 26 yards out, it is Cal Smith to Colin Fritz for the first time this year. He finds the end zone, and the Blackhawks are up 20-0. He had time there. You know, we talked about the line, how we maybe hopefully progressed from last week, and
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for more there. He sat around, rolled out to his left, found Fritz wide open. And Gus Corning's going to do what Gus Corning does and put it through the uprights with 2:57 to go in the first quarter. The Blackhawks find themselves leading 21-0.
Whether we're cooking the perfect butter burger to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we work hard to ensure you will always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from, so we appreciate when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. Shout out Cade, Culver's employee. Nielsen's Foods has been serving communities since 1903. We offer full-service caribou, coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities. Shout out to Marnes, caribou employee. Also, shout out to Cal's grandma, Anita. She was here last week, and she missed listening to us and watching on the TV. She's back watching on the TV, so shout out Cal's grandma, Anita.
From where?
I don't know exactly,
okay,
but I know that
Hi,
it's Cal's grandma. She came to watch Cal last week. Cal's grandma and grandpa are back home.
Hopefully they watched back. I mean, they're valid listeners. Hopefully they watch the game back at least.
Well, they'll watch it multiple times online,
okay.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Especially now when we're showing them out.
Yeah. And the kickoff will go to the 5. And across 20 down to 30. And, he breaks one tackle across the 40 before finally being brought down. And Ellsworth needs a little life. They're hoping that will spark them.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, the Ellsworth student section over there looking like construction week maybe.
Yeah, what do we got? I think we got something going on too.
I heard it was disco week.
Well,
I know one of my daughters.
So sparkly because my daughter moved my vehicle and sat, and now I got glitter all over my back. See this?
I thought
you
that
see
was
this?
your own little personal touch.
No, I hate glitter.
You look good.
I hate glitter as much as I hate anything.
Oh, wow. All right, first and 10 for the Panthers.
Well
and
done.
Right up the middle right away, but there is Ben Peavy. The handout was given, and Peavy's like, I got you too. You might have a yard, Mitchell, but that's all you're going to get. So, again, the Ellsworth Panthers have plenty of time. Over 3 quarters left. We know they can put some points on the board, but they kind of need to get at least a first down here and get going. Be a quick little pass out to Roll. He's being brought down short of the first down. But Viendahl. Right at midfield, Panthers will have a 3rd and 2 in a very critical 3rd and 2 for the Panthers here.
All right, so quick update here. St. Croix Central 13, Osceola 0. Prescott 14, Somerset 0. Those scores courtesy of Mr. Anthony Stitt.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony Stitz. Appreciate those. Keep them coming in. Always interested in how the very, very tough middle border is doing throughout the evening. 3rd and 2 for Ellsworth from midfield.
I'm going to try to draw him off.
Give him Bloomberg.
There we go.
He's going to give right at the middle.
Got
and he's going to be short.
Ooh,
he's not going to get it. Nope. Brady Mitchell does best point of first down, but I don't believe he's going to have it. It will be a 4th and short here for Ellsworth. They're going to stop the clock from perhaps a measurement, but
nope.
The yard marker's right on the 48, and he's a good half yard short of the 48. As we are looking right down that this week.
I don't understand why.
The new measurement here?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't understand last week either when it was clearly that we made the first down and then we were short.
Well, we're looking right at this one, and it's when they stretch these chains out, it's going to go right to the 48. Right? They put the ball right on the 30, which is what refs do.
Yeah.
They put it right on the yard marker to make it easy to tell.
But now we don't.
What this does, though, it does allow Ellsworth essentially a timeout to talk about what we want to do on 4th down.
Right.
Now, they can come out with their hard count. We've already used our timeout. Hard count, and then at this time we either go with this or we call another timeout.
Right. I think you try to draw them off. You have we're trying to draw them off twice like we did there.
Or completely opposite. You have the let's go
quick quarterback.
I mean, you have the hey, we're doing this as soon as I said it. We're speeding up. We're going. backflash too, what I talked about earlier with Menominee. That's something they would do is they'd sprint up the line and boom, they'd go. We're better than you. We're gonna get this.
You get set right away, and the backs don't need to know anything. It's really quarterback, center.
It's Colin Heinrichs deep behind Bloomberg.
Key the ball.
Bloomberg's going to keep. He's going to have the first down easily. He's going to cross inside the 45. Down to about the 42 before he's finally brought down. They'll mark him at about the 43. Much needed first down there for Ellsworth.
6-yard gain is their biggest run of the night.
Chase Creston, one of their offensive linemen, ran out there. I don't know if he was an extra offensive lineman there or something happened, but I'm thinking he might have been extra. Bloomberg, I formation. Ellsworth trailing 21-0, going to give.
Oh, in the backfield.
Levi Nelson brought down in the backfield. Loss of a couple. Peavy's going to bring him down. We close in on the half minute to go here in the first quarter, which has been on the scoreboard and statistically dominated by the Blackhawks. But again, we play for a reason.
Sure do.
Ellsworth looking to drive and answer one of them back here. 2nd and 12 from the Blackhawk 45. Little pistol formation. They'll roll out to the right. The roll rolls out and Blomberg's going to run.
Not a flag, huh? Interesting.
It did look like that Logan Brandt might have got away with a little push in the back, but regardless. 3rd down and long for Ellsworth. 8.4 seconds left to go. The clock will not start in high school here.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, perhaps the last play of the first quarter. First quarter again, I saw Cal Smith finding Sell, finding Hush, and then finding Colin Fritz. 3 touchdowns. Fake speed sweep, and they're going to throw it to him. He's not ready for it. Gavin Sell's going to come with it. Gavin Sell might find the end zone. He makes the first guy miss, but the first guy does make the tackle. That was Brady Mitchell, who might have saved a Gavin Sell INT for touchdown, regardless to end the first half. It's the Blackhawks. Gavin Sell intercepting him for the 2nd time, and that turnover is brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. For all your concrete needs, get a hold of Nick or Jason at 612-804-5222.
Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all your realty needs. And here we are, starting quarter number 2 with Cal Smith on pace for a cool 580 yards passing and 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, that last possession, you had the record, number 11, I don't want to say his last name, Kevin Hoyer, came in motion, and they're trying to fake to him and then do a little screen pass. And he didn't quite get turned around, and
off his head.
It's just one of those where it's a great throw. He wasn't ready for it, and ends up right in Gavin's hands. And Cal Smith's going to take it from the 40. He's going to go inside the 35. He's going to spin, make a guy miss. He's going to be down by contact inside the 30. Pickup of 11 yards. 1st and 10, Blackhawks.
Tackled by Parker Woodland.
Yeah, I don't expect Cal to throw 3 touchdowns each quarter. However,
that would be a record.
No one would argue.
I think the state record is 9 touchdown passes, and that was done last week. I believe I read that.
1st and 10, it's going to be up the middle. It's going to be Taden Holdorf. He's going to go inside 25. He's going to pick up another 5 yards or so.
Taden Holdorf, the ball carrier.
Before finally brought down by, perhaps it was Giffen Blomberg.
I think that was 6 yards there.
Okay, we'll give him 6.
26
Second and a long 4.
It is a long 4.
Cal's going to have trips to his right, which is the narrow side. Wide side left. Speed sweep, maybe? Nope. Going to go. Cal's going to get to about the 20-yard line. Picks up 3 more. It's going to be third and very manageable. 3rd and 1. Here we are in less than a minute as we close a minute on the second quarter. Here in Baldwin as the sun sets. Skydivers are still coming down.
From the 20 for the Blackhawks.
And Hush is going to come out for, let's see what for, but Ryan will be in will replace him, which
probably blood.
It's possible. Again, we talk about the depth of this Blackhawks, and you got Braden Monahan, who's not only the backup quarterback, he's a wide receiver and can play the slots. You got Colin Fritz is able to play multiple positions. Haldorf's going to go out the middle, and Haldorf's going to have
Haldorf, the ball carrier.
Inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Blackhawks 1st and 10 leading 21-0.
Play good for a 1st and 10 for Baldwin-Woodville. 1st and 10 from the 18.
Gonna be Cal up the middle. He's hit right after the line of scrimmage. He's gonna get out just outside the 15-yard line. Credit Cal with 3 more. And that's the thing is, it's whether it's 2, whether it's 3, even 1, it's positive yards, positive yards. You know, eventually you get to 4, 5, 6. You set up a 3rd and short or whatever, and they got their open playbook. Got trips to the left, nobody out to the right except for Colin Fritz, his tight end. And we're gonna come this way with Jackson Johansson gonna try and get the edge.
And Colin's going to call for a hold from the other side.
Yeah. I was looking for this ref to throw it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Colin got, he's a very good basketball player.
Yeah.
But I think the last couple of weeks he's proven he could be a pretty good wrestler too. I mean, he's got a couple of good takedowns. He's going to get 2 more points there in the winter for wrestling.
But
unfortunately,
I want to see this again because he fires off and engages and just keeps motoring.
Yeah, you can't. Once he engaged, though, he's kind of getting from the backside there, and it's one of those where
I don't like that call. You watch it again and you tell me. And live, I thought it was a hold. Now I'm watching.
I saw it again, and it's kind of the stumble that might get him, and he's going to go deep. It's going to be deep. It's going to be Monahan. Is that Monahan?
He did it.
It is Monahan. That is great, Monahan. And we'll go for a 4th touchdown to our 4th different receiver. 9:42 to go in the second quarter. Cal Smith throws for number 4 to number 5, Graydon Monahan. 4th different receiver, 4 touchdowns, and the Blackhawks are up 27-0.
That's a 4th different receiver, and all Sell for 70, Hush for 23, Fritz for 26, now Monahan for 24, and that was in double coverage.
That was a great throw.
And a great catch.
And like we mentioned before, we can keep talking as Gus Cronin puts the extra point through to make it 28-0. Blackhawks, that is not a typo.
Hey, we'll see you here after the game. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar at 780 Cedar Street in Baldwin offers something for everyone. If you're interested in the competition and camaraderie of a team, come join one of the bowling leagues offering men, women, couple, seniors, and youth leagues that run from September through April. Reserve an open bowling time for family, friends, work, or birthday parties. When you get hungry or thirsty from all the bowling fun or while watching the big games on the mini big screen TVs, Striker Sports Bar is sure to satisfy. Check out our menu and weekly food and drink specials at StrikersLanes.com. I was asked multiple times what I thought was going to happen tonight.
Okay.
And I said, physically, athletically, I think the Blackhawks are superior. But when it comes to Baldwin-Woodville playing Ellsworth over the last handful of years, mentally, we've been inferior. I said, I think we'll come out on top. It'll be a close game unless we're not right mentally. And I think what we've seen so far is a group of guys that's so right mentally that the physical differences are making a huge difference.
I'll say this, we're 14 minutes into the game, and the Blackhawks have played flawlessly.
Correct.
On all aspects of the game. But that being said, there is a lot of time left.
Certainly.
For Ellsworth to chip away.
Yep.
Now,
we got the ball back.
Brady
No, we
Mitchell on
didn't.
the return.
Right.
And,
but
again, we could have played a better 14 and a half minutes.
Right.
But that being said, the scoreboard reflects it too. I mean, there's times you go, we played so well, but we're only up by.
But you've seen. We tend to lose focus and commit silly procedural penalties, right?
Haven't had a penalty yet.
We haven't had a penalty like that.
Correct.
We've had physical penalties. We haven't had the mental penalties.
And we saw it both the first and second week too, where they got big leads and then all of a sudden let a team maybe back in right before half. So now again, as I said earlier, when it's 14-0, how does Coach Kiefer get his kids to say, hey, we're 0-0 again. We need to win this possession right here, defense. And on first down, they hold them 2. Nice, very nice crowd here in Baldwin tonight. The Baldwin fan section's full, student section's about half full. The Ellsworth bleachers are almost full, and standing room on both sides. Beautiful night for football. Up the middle. It's going to be Levi Nelson.
Levi Nelson, the ball carrier.
Going to pick up about 4 more. Before brought down by Fritz himself.
Gain of 5 yards on the carry brings up third down, 4 yards.
3rd and 4 with over 8.5 to go here in the first half in Baldwin. Beautiful night for some football. Middle border. Big conference battle. Defending champion Ellsworth. Panthers come to Blackhawk territory.
So receiver on the top of the screen way back, so we're going to see that pitch maybe again.
He's going to fake it. He's going to the middle. Lumber's going to have the first down. He's going to cross midfield. Down to about the 47-yard line before finally being brought down by Veenendahl.
Ryan Veenendahl on the tackle.
It's a nice little wrinkle getting your big mobile tight end moving downfield, moving downhill so he can kick out that end.
Yeah. And not only that, but I mean, you see a 6'6" guy coming in motion, you're expecting him to get the ball, and
right.
And then you can keep it with a 6-foot Bloomberg, who's second leading rusher, I believe, in this team here. He's ran 5 in, 174 yards prior to that. Kind of I formation. He's going to give up the middle. He's met right away by Jackson Johansson.
Levi Nelson, the ball
going to eventually get some help from his Blackhawk friends. Pick up
Jackson
a yard
on the tackle.
Is all.
Gain of 1 on the carry.
2nd and 9, and that's the one thing is you look at last week even against Somerset, what got Somerset back into the game was a 70-yard run.
Big play. Yep.
The Blackhawks haven't given up a big play yet. Ellsworth's looking to have that right now.
Yeah, the longest play they've had was Blomberg's rush the previous play.
2nd and 9. Blackhawk territory though. Ellsworth's trying to answer. It's going to be a toss here.
It's at the edge.
Got inside and nice hit by Graydon Monacan. Monacan sticks him.
So
3 yards.
I like to go down on the field before the game just to, talk to the coaches, get some final thoughts. And one of the things I heard was keep your eye on number 5 because he's going to be screaming downhill tonight.
Well, and like you mentioned earlier, is get the edge. The important thing there was I believe it was Fritz. Gets again. He's not going to get credit for a tackle, not going to get anywhere on the stat sheet, but he makes him turn inside so Monacan can come downhill and make a tackle. Again, unselfish. Do your job. Someone else will do theirs. Now here we are, 3rd and long, and now here you get the sack. Oh, sorry, that's not Fritz. That's number 3. I'm sorry. That's Gavin Sell coming off the edge. Off the edge. It is going to be a sack. Loss of about 8 or so back into Panther territory, and they're going to be set to punt away here, trailing 28-0. Half the way through the first quarter. Second quarter, I'm sorry.
Brings up 4th and 15 from the Ellsworth 47.
So let's see if Taden Haldorf comes in. Taden Haldorf had a partial block. He's going to get there too late.
Nice end-over-end punt. DeSalle's going to take it about the 23-yard line, headed towards the Ellsworth sideline. He catches it, runs out of bounds with 6:03 to go in the second quarter. Blackhawks leading 28-0.
I think, have I read these all now? have. I've read all the ads I need to in the first half, so I'm going to stop. Just let everybody know that if you want to advertise at Blackhawk TV, you can go to blackhawk-tv.com. There's a form right at the top. You can fill it out. We certainly have airtime that we can promote your business.
First and 10 from the 22-yard line.
If you are looking to do so.
Yeah, great advertisement for all year round. You got volleyball, football, and basketball, some wrestling, I believe.
Yep,
All
all those
Holdorf,
things.
the ball carrier.
Holdorf on first and 10. They'll get up to just inside the 30.
Nolan
We're going to spot them all the way back to
tackle.
29, so
And I'm
pick
gonna
up the 6 for Holdorf.
I'm gonna say this right now. If people are tuning in order to watch and listen to the band, we cannot have music on, copywritten music, when we're not talking over it. So you can watch, but you can't listen. That's a copyright YouTube rule, not a Jeremy rule.
Speed sweep to Hush, who comes in motion. He's going to pick up the first down and across the 35-yard line. Blackhawks looking to march down, keep this going. Doug, make sure they got extra popcorn pop tonight. Make sure those grandkids get that popcorn popping. Sit back, relax, and watch some Blackhawk football. Fake to Hush this time. He's got to see the Monica again, and it went through. I couldn't look at it, went through his hands there, Mike.
It was a little out of reach.
Intended for Graydon Monica and
Great play action, great throw.
I think had Graydon been able to get his head around a split second quicker,
I don't think exactly. I don't think he saw it. So I think it went through his hands.
he was trying to determine where he wanted to take that route. Cal saw it a little bit earlier, and then he just couldn't get his head around. Because I think if you'd have seen it a split second sooner, he could have put himself in a position to lay out for it. Would have been a difficult catch, but I think he would have had a better chance.
Pump fake Jackson Johansson. Gonna go to the 45-yard line. We'll combine his first and second name there. We'll come up with something.
I thought you were gonna call him Bo Jackson there.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Don't need a preposterous statement championship there, but 3rd and 2 nonetheless for the Blackhawks. Nice game by Jackson Johansson.
The kids, his friends just call him Joe.
Okay.
So if you just want to call him Joe, everybody knows who Joe is.
He's gonna be a future basketball ref, so I like the kid. As he picks up the Blackhawk first down.
Yep. Yeah, he took to that and really liked doing it.
Yeah, he did a great job, you know. And
3 yards in the carry. That brings up the first and 10 for the Blackhawks.
took initiative to blow the whistle, and big first step. Picks up the first down for the Blackhawks. Just shy of midfield here. Just 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Blackhawks.
Here goes.
Dominate the first half, and he's going to find Sell. Makes a move in. He's going to be speed, stiff arm. Oh. He's brought down inside the 5. That was Omar Colson saying, nope, you can't quite get the end zone yet. I'm taking you down at the 4. First and goal, Blackhawks.
First down and goal to go for the Blackhawks.
I would have loved to see him complete the stiff arm and get in the end zone.
Well, we couldn't have our 5th person getting a touchdown here. I want to see Johansson go up the middle.
How about Wienendahl on a bubble or a jet?
Or Cal's going to walk in himself.
Yes, he is.
Cal Smith in from 4 yards out. He throws for 4. He says, I'll run for 1. And we'll go up 34-0 here in the first half.
It's fun.
I lost the words here. I don't know what to say. And
this is fun if you're a Blackhawk fan. It's been
and you keep thinking, okay, when is it gonna? When's that coin gonna flip? And when's this gonna happen? And it's still. Again, plenty of time for that to happen.
4 minutes, 9 seconds remaining.
But after opening possession, we did go 3-0. We got 1 or 2 first downs.
Right.
And actually got stopped on downs.
Yep.
And then it's been 5 touchdowns since then.
Yep.
Correct?
Well, we ran 8 plays on that first possession,
Okay.
right? We've run 31 plays total.
Okay. So 23 in the next 5 possessions.
Yeah.
That's just over 4 possessions.
two things I want you to do at some point. I want you to, one, explain the running clock rules, and two, I want you to promote basketball officiating.
Okay, so running clock rules, again, I apologize because I
Do you want me to do it?
Well, usually text someone for football rules because it's been so long since the opener rule.
So 35 points.
I believe it's 35 or more in the fourth quarter.
No, second half.
Is it second half?
So it's not. We're not going to have running clock the rest of the first half.
I thought it was fourth quarter
But
only.
if the second half starts up 35,
Are you sure?
yeah, second half.
I would have guessed fourth quarter only again because the kick is taken off at the 10.
Oh, he's going to go.
He's got an edge here. Vandal's not going to let him get that edge. We're going to have a little flag come down, and I believe that's number 5. Noah Cole was right by that flag. We got two of them come in, so.
Well, and Gordon was involved too, and I'm not sure how that all is going to play out. I'm assuming it's going to go back.
If it is on Ellsworth, which is holding, it's going to be 10 yards from either the spot of the foul or the end of the run, whichever is worse for Ellsworth. So it's going to be 10 yards from the end of the run. And on that note, again, as far as promoting officiating is yes, you know, whether it's varsity level, JV level, junior high, any level, encourage anyone. It's great. I used to officiate football many years ago. My last game was in the Metrodome, so that tells you how long ago I've officiated.
Sick brag, bro.
I've officiated basketball for many years, baseball, softball. I do hockey, but I can't skate.
Me neither.
I would be more injured than anything else. I actually registered for volleyball this last year.
Oh yeah?
I did because I want to know the rules more and
okay.
just want to be available because
okay.
I know a lot of these ADs have become, I'll say,
air quotes
friends with these ADs that struggle to find people that can help out. Ultimately, youth sports is about these kids.
Yep.
It's experience that they will not forget. But they won't have this without
deficiencies. Yep.
So, as much as we'd like to sit here and second guess them, and it's so easy to do nowadays, especially with instant replay.
Yep.
You know, professional sports has gotten. Now we can challenge stuff, and I believe the minor league baseball has gone down to the
automated balls and ABS.
Right.
Yep. Automated ball and strike system.
They're human beings, and they're doing this. I can tell you exactly. They're not making it rich out here coming to Baldwin.
Correct.
They're doing this because the 5 of them love the camaraderie, and they're going to enjoy the ride here. They're going to enjoy this.
Oh,
and the ride.
Opportunity to hit.
Blomberg throws out. Nice little throw and catch there. That's Colson.
Reception made by Omar Colson. Forced out by
14-yard gain, their biggest gain of the night.
So now, I'll ask this: he's forced out of bounds. Why is the clock running in the first half? Up 35-0.
It's not running clock in the first half.
So why is it running? It's forced out of bounds.
Maybe they didn't rule him out of bounds. What? I thought that was only second half. That's not right. No. Okay. I'm not sure.
I don't know, and maybe we'll have. I'd love to text all my fellow football official friends and or brothers that all officiate, but they're kind of busy right now.
Yeah.
Regardless, throw is complete, and
the clock should not. I don't think.
So we were both wrong. I said fourth quarter. You said halftime.
Unless they've recently changed this. When I coached, which was many years ago, he's offsides on the bottom of the screen. Good tackle. It was definitely not in the first half, but
still does tackle Levi Nelson. Minute and a half to go. It is the first down with the clock again. Does keep rolling. Ellsworth's going to do the best they can. I believe in football it will stop after it gets under 35,
no, I thought once it hit running clock, it never stops being running clock.
I know that in basketball it doesn't. I don't know. And hopefully, I mean, I'm not saying this for either Baldwin or Ellsworth. I just know our clock operator struggles. he had a bad time last week. So hopefully,
our wrestling coach, Jeff Newton, and
our real estate agent that we advertised for, I won't say Mr. Timmerman's name, but hopefully, for his sake, it does just keep running, so that makes his job easier.
That's true.
Please meet at the north end of the field. We will be having a presentation at halftime.
I believe that was the first time out by the Ellsworth Panthers here.
Yep.
Here in Baldwin-Woodville. We're just checking in to see a score right now, and it does read correctly. Well, in this thing, 35-0. We've had 3 turnovers by Ellsworth Panthers. Blackhawks were stopped on downs their first possession, but 5 touchdowns later, all from Cal Smith, 4 through the air, 1 on the ground. And here we sit. And there is a boy. Jackson Johansson has his second interception of the season inside Panther territory, down to the 40. Johansson's second interception of the year, down to the 40. And I believe this clock should stop on a turnover, change it down.
It should.
Change of possession.
Stop.
Okay.
It has to.
Okay, Tinderman. I just give you credit here. And anyway, I can't even say that turnover was brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete.
You don't have time.
612-804-5222. Call Nick or Jason.
Blackhawks will begin with a first and 10 from
and that's
40.
This is
again,
new. If these are the rules, it's new to me.
Around the middle, Holdorf's going to pick up a couple yards.
Tatum Holdorf, the ball carrier, gain of
the Blackhawks do hustle. They're quick. I mean, and again, this is first half here. And
right.
Ellsworth can do it to you in the second half.
It's going to be hard if the clock doesn't stop.
Well, correct.
I mean, it's. I'd go for the end zone.
14 seconds. Cal Smith. Gonna scramble.
And then I'd call timeout.
Pick up a first down right at the first down marker. That was actually an assistant coach calling for a timeout there.
Baldwin-Woodville takes
it was.
I saw Dan. I saw Coach Kiefer calling timeout.
Okay.
I thought.
I don't know. Only the head coach or any player on the field can call timeout.
I guess we resume. Zach's too good at this camera manning for us to.
Yeah. Why would you do that, Zach? I mean, you need to watch what we want to watch.
Blackhawks have the ball on the 32-yard line.
And here it is. Just for fun, a 49-yard field goal attempt.
Let's go.
Gus Cronin.
Let's
approximately
go.
49-yard attempt.
I wish he would have been.
Monacan will be the holder.
I wish he would have been 1 yard further back.
Like a 50-yarder?
Yeah.
And the Blackhawks use their final time out of the first
what?
half.
You always
Snap.
You can always,
yeah, give him a little bit extra time.
You can snap it as much as you want.
It's true. Put our punt snapper in.
So, with 3.5 seconds to go here in the first half, Gus Cronin will attempt his, this is his first field goal attempt of the year. I wasn't a GET.
I'd have to look. I don't believe it is his first field goal attempt on the year. I think he tried one.
Try one in GET?
You know, I don't know.
Anyway.
I can't speak to this one accurately.
Not one of this distance anyway.
No.
And you've said prior, whether it's on there or off there, that he does have the leg to make this. Again, not much of a win, but.
Okay, so Central's up 35-0 in the first half, and the clock is running.
They just
running.
moved it back to the 40-yard.
Love it.
He's just inside, so unofficially it will be a 49-yarder.
It'll
Come
be
on,
official.
Graydon, snap it. The kick is up, and it's going to be short.
And they're going to return it.
But that did cross the end zone, so once it crosses the end zone, it's just like a punt.
If it
crosses the end zone, it's a touchback. And they would have gotten the ball at the 20-yard line.
So here's your answer. Brian Nadeau says running clock automatic this year at 35.
Who said that?
Brian Nadeau.
How would he know that?
Because he's Brian Nadeau.
But how would he know that?
He probably had looked in a rule book.
Someone told him. No, he did not look in a rule book. I kind of know the guy.
Well, he's gonna send us another text.
Someone, so Save told Brian. Save told me.
Tom would know.
Oh yeah, exactly. Kind of like in basketball, Nadeau would be like, "Hey, when does running clock start?"
40. 40, right, in the second half.
9 minutes. So essentially the fourth quarter. It's not till essentially the fourth quarter.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
But anyway, when we're talking about running clock, yes, it is 35-0 Blackhawks over Ellsworth Panthers here in Baldwin. We get to halftime. There will be a halftime presentation by the Blackhawk band. We were going to turn off the sound, and we will rejoin you in about 14, 15 minutes.
Yep. And I'm going to turn this back on so you can hear the wrestling get the sportsmanship award.
Extended to others in the sporting environment that includes towards opponents, their fans, officials, and to the game itself. This award is special because it recognizes the best of what participation in school-based sports has to offer, and because it takes more than the efforts of the team or individual members of the team to win it. The sportsmanship efforts of the team are indeed important, but just as important is the sportsmanship demonstrated by the coaches, the student body, parents, and the entire community, as well as the effort made by the school administration to ensure the ideals of good sportsmanship are showcased. The WIAA has been in existence since 1896. During those 127 years, many things have changed in the rules and regulations to provide life-enriching experience through sports, but one thing that has remained consistent over the years is the association's commitment and emphasis in advocating and promoting good sportsmanship. As a repeat winner of this prestigious honor, Baldwin-Woodville is a model for other schools to follow. But also with it comes the challenge and responsibility to continue your sportsmanship efforts that won you this award. And on the field holding the award right now is WIAA Communication Director Todd Clark. And he will be presenting the award to Jeff Newton, the Blackhawk coaching staff, and the Blackhawk wrestling team. Congratulations to the Blackhawk wrestling team, coaches, student body, and community for winning this prestigious award. And we'd like to thank Communications Director Todd Clark for joining us this evening and passing on this award to us.
All right, well, welcome back to Blackhawk territory in first half. Led by the Blackhawks 35-0. All around, hate to say domination, but Ellsworth maybe had a handful of first downs.
Yeah, not many.
Committed 4 turnovers, I want to say.
4. 3 interceptions.
4 turnovers. The Blackhawks, their opening drive, turned the ball over on downs, but then it was Cal Smith to Sell to lead 7-0. Then it was Cal to Hush, I believe.
Yep.
Gus Croning extra point good for 14-0. Then it was Cal Smith to Colin Fritz.
Yep.
For his first touchdown of the year to make it. Gus Croning made it 21-0. And then it was Cal Smith in the second quarter finding Graydon Monacan, 4th different receiver. Gus Croning, his 4th extra point, made it 28-0. And then Cal's arm got sore, so he ran one in.
For good
Make
measure.
it 35-0 with the Gus Croning extra point. And as we experience the new rule this year, as confirmed by Brian Nadeau's reffing partners, as well as Don Turman said, it does start in the first half. He's unsure if it stops in the second half. I asked him at halftime, he didn't know. So
I've always been under the impression that once running clock starts, the only thing that stops it is the game ending.
Should be timeouts, change of possession.
Right.
But the change of possession, it should have stopped.
Right,
I do believe.
But the running clock
Correct.
will continue throughout the second half, regardless of what happens with the scoreboard.
And I get that, and that's one of those things that, as a commentator or a fan of this game, you wouldn't have looked up that rule going into tonight, going, okay.
Correct. Absolutely.
When would that start? Because this unexpected. I apologize for those of you that might have thought it was happening, but I didn't expect this. We do know that the Blackhawk offense is very, very talented, very diverse.
Yep.
You know, again, we have 4 passing touchdowns to 4 different receivers, and we can name off a couple more that could get one as well. Defensively, they've also stymied this Ellsworth Panther offense, held them to, again, 3-4 first downs, maybe, I want to say. And it's just been a wow half that Coach Kiefer is going to look back and go, this is the half that we need to play. If we want to be the team that we think we are, that's the half we need to play. We need to take that into the second half, because not that you're looking ahead, but things never get easier in this middle border. And it's going to be up to Rice Lake next week, and you're going to do the same thing again up there.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is, if you would ask Coach Kiefer, you ask these kids, the expectations are very, very high. They've set the bar, and now they've raised their own bar. And I think that's what you have to look at going into next week.
Correct. And we do have the opening kickoff. It's going to be taking an honor run. That's Heinrichs. He's going to go up to about the 30-yard line before finally being brought down by Ellsworth. And the clock will run. This is definitely not a knock on Ellsworth, and obviously I haven't seen him play. I didn't think they were as good as they were the last couple of years, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But again, it's still the whole, you still got to beat them.
Well, I mean, if you look at their last couple of years, COVID wiped out probably the best team in D4. They lost a decently close game to Catholic Memorial, and last year I believe they lost to Columbus. So, I mean, they've either been in the championship or lost to the champion.
Yes, and it's just one of those where next man up. You talk about next man up mentality, and that's what they've had. And you expect that coming in, and that's why they had the reputation of that coming in, and that's why they are ranked 3rd in the state right now. And hey, everyone gets an off night. Is not to say that if these 2 teams were to meet in 8 weeks from now, that it's going to be 35-0 again. So. Bloomberg's going to throw, and he's going to try and get, just overthrows number 37. That is Brady Mitchell.
And I think Mitchell would like to have that route back because he let out.
He did. he did exactly like I said, kind of let up and as if to say, oh, and then all of a sudden, nice throw there by Bloomberg, and it brings up a 3rd and long here for Ellsworth Panthers. Opening possession here, second half. Again, running clock here in Baldwin. Bloomberg's going to take it. He's going to try and get outside. Fritz. He does evade a tackle. Not able to cut it up the side for the first down. He crosses the 35, but he's going to go 5 yards short. And looks as though Ellsworth is going to bring in their punt unit. Opening possession for the Panthers. 3-0. So, again, we talk about going to halftime and coming out with Coach Kiefer and his staff of 20 down there. That coming out at halftime saying, hey, we need to make a statement in the second half as well. Oh, just gets it off. It's going to bounce about the 35, and Gavin's going to let it go.
Yeah, Tatum Holdorf got a piece of one last week. He was pretty close to getting that one. All right, I know that it's going to be tough to get all these advertisements in, so thank all of our sponsors quick. Baldwin Greenhouse, Firehome Langer, Nielsen's Foods, St. Croix Garage Doors, Sarkers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, Wisconsin Credit Union, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin Lightstream, CW Garage Door Distribution, Fenner & Jewelers, Schaefer Financial Services, Blackhawk Garage Door, O'Connell Funeral Homes, A-Star Concrete, Culvers of Baldwin, Family Chiro Care, TMS Auto, Helverson Concrete Solutions, White Cap Financial Advisors, Pete's Construction, American Family Insurance, Village Pharmacy, and OEM Fabricators. Thank you, sponsors.
See, so in speaking with Mr. Timmerman at halftime, he did say that it is new this year that clock does start once at 35 or higher, even in the first half. But interesting enough, I thought change of possessions it stopped. Did it used to stop on change of possessions?
Oh, didn't it change there? Or didn't it stop there?
It just kept going again.
I thought it did, but what do we got to hold?
And this is where you might start to see a couple flags come out. You know, this is the whole like you get running clock in basketball. Suddenly you get some shooting fouls. Where okay, we can stand around. And that clock is running, especially against a team that's winning. I'm not saying it wasn't a penalty. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that it's the time that we'll throw this one out there. So good game. First down will be nullified.
Yeah, that was a 9-yard run.
Back to the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Blackhawks.
1st and 20 for the Blackhawks here, and their opening possession in the second half. Still Cal Smith is going to hand it off to Vienendahl.
Oh, Gavin with a
cuts it
great
up inside. Going to get across the 20. Up to the original line of scrimmage. Nice game by Vienendahl on 1st and 20.
I think he got 11. Yeah.
10 brings up 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Yeah, I guess a little short of 11.
2nd and 9 from the 22.
no, Torky changed his mind.
There we go. There we go.
Don probably told him, hey, I got nothing to do now. That all I got to do is press start and it keeps on going. I'll second guess Torky. Cal's going to fight over the middle. Oh, Gavin.
Pass intended for Gavin.
Talk about Gavin getting one in space there. I don't think he was ready for that.
Well, it looked like he looked for the ball and Cal kind of pump faked, so then he turned his head quick to find a backer and then turned back and the ball was on him. Yeah. And Cal's balls are going to get on you in a hurry.
Colton will have to come out for a play.
Oh, you know what?
Their knee pads have to be covering the knees in high school, and if your knee pads are not covering your knees, the refs aren't messing around. They're told, get them out. That is a safety issue. Safety first.
So they actually sent Gavin out. It might have been the GT game.
On the tackle. 4th down for the Blackhawks.
That was Vienendahl, if you're wondering who it was. On the
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what he gained. I think he gained 4.
5. 4th and 4.
Okay, 5. And it looked like
7-yard line.
Ryan maybe got the wind knocked out. Now they're sending Gavin out for not having his.
For the Blackhawks.
But yeah, it looked like Ryan maybe got the wind knocked out of him.
A little confusion here for the Blackhawks in their
I
punt
feel like
unit.
we're down a guy.
They have no one on the end of the line over there, and they're going to end up calling timeout. So we only have 10 guys out there. We have no left wing, if it is, whether it's a tight end or a split end out there. That right there we'd have a legal formation. So a timeout, Blackhawks.
St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin-Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, and service. Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving Baldwin and the surrounding areas by offering the freshest flowers, plants, and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help with anything you need. Give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit baldwingreenhouse.com. Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touch-tone phone. Visit them at wisconsincu.org to learn more.
All right, so we're back here on 4th down, and we do have our full 11 out there. I believe it's Fritz on the line out there. Or Gavin, one of the two. Oh, it's Monacan.
It's a pretty good
nice punt there by Gus Cronin. Off the chest and right into Monacan's hands.
You can't return that, can you? It's a muffed punt.
Regardless of muff punt, off Ellsworth's shoulder pad, right to Graydon Monacan.
Yeah, you can't advance a muffed punt, so that ball's going to come back to like the 45.
Should be able to advance a muff kick, I know for sure, and as well as a muff punt, and that's these officials back here are saying bring it back, and they are.
So that's Ellsworth's fifth turnover.
The turnover is brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. All your concrete needs, get a hold of Nick or Jason at 612-804-5222.
We'll take over possession of the football with a first and 10.
So we'll see now if slowly start weeding in some but we'll see Monacan at quarterback, and
you see Graydon as he jogged out to a spot pull his knee pads down to his shins.
Haldorf up the middle is going to get inside the 40. Nice little carry on first down by Haldorf.
Caden Haldorf
pick up 7, 6. 2nd and 4. Clock keeps running.
On the tackle.
Be a quick half here. It's not even to 8:30 yet. We're down to 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Blackhawks leading 35-0. Claps, gonna hand to Haldorf. Haldorf's gonna have
be close.
Close to first down.
Caden Haldorf, the bunker.
Spot him.
Braden Anderson on the tackle.
Just shy, I believe. And now we will stop the clock. Maybe if Don's awake.
Gain of 4 yards in the carry.
It's 4 if he got it. It's 3 if he didn't. Right?
Timeout for an official's measurement.
Yeah,
it's just got to be touching.
The difference is you can't have 6 and 4 and not have a first down.
Right. Get out the note card.
Statistically wise, and I think you're a stats guy.
I try to be.
I went to school for stats.
Really?
I did.
That was your...
My initial major.
Really?
Yeah, stats. I love stats.
And how long did you stick with that major?
I went there for a year and a half, and I transferred. And then the school I transferred went back just for math. Math and business.
So 3 yards on that one.
So this person can get 2 inches and get a full yard.
Yep.
3rd and 1, we'll call it, for the Blackhawks.
3rd and
inside of 4 minutes.
It's going to be Cal.
Cal's going to throw it out to Gavin right away. He will pick up the first down, makes the first guy miss inside the 30.
Gavin Sill on the pass reception.
First down, Blackhawks.
Good for a Blackhawks first down. Tackle was made by Brandon Mitchell.
Johansson down here getting a little tended to a little cramp issue maybe.
First and 10 from the 29.
Surprised to see him back out there on offensive anyway. Again, leading by 35 running clock. We'll start to see some underclassmen filter in hopefully. Quick pass, and Hush is going to haul it in inside the 25. He's going to spin
Goaltender
down to
Hush on the
22,
pass
pick up
reception.
6 or 7 more on first down.
Logan Mueller on the
And
tackle.
never mind that, Jax Johansson back out there.
There he is.
Right on cue, like I said. And
Gain of 7 yards in the clear.
you talk about like the sportsmanship and stuff like that. You still got to play the game, you know.
Right.
And it's the third quarter. This is second
boy.
possession, and Monacan's gonna go up. Monacan gonna high ball that one right over top of the defender, and he has his second receiving touchdown. Cal Smith's 5th through the air tonight. And the Blackhawks score again. It's now 41-0. And Gus Groening out to attempt the extra point again. He's been 5 for 5 tonight. Snaps him in there. Monacan, after catching that high ball, see if he can catch one on his knees, put it on the ground.
I'll tell you the most impressive thing about Graydon, obviously that he's converting from being a quarterback to a receiver, and that's not always an easy task. But his ability to get his hand on the defender and give himself a little bit of an advantage as the ball gets there, that's an innate skill that.
Well, and it's called being an athlete. I mean, how many years have we seen this? So you say Monacan, who's our backup quarterback,
right,
is playing receiver.
Yep.
Who's our quarterback this year?
What's that?
Who was our quarterback this year?
Who's our quarterback?
Yeah.
Cal Smith.
Where did he play last year?
Running back. Where did he play as a freshman? Or where did he play as a freshman? As a receiver.
So who was our quarterback last year?
Mason Werner.
Where did he play the year prior to that?
Receiver.
So it's just it's putting our athletes in a position to be an athlete.
Right.
And that's what they're doing. And yeah, you Gray Monacan, as everyone says, is a very good quarterback.
Yep.
But he's a very good athlete.
Right.
As he shows right there, he goes up to highball it, and that's a great throw by Cal Smith too. We're talking about the reception, but that's a great throw in a great spot where only Monacan can go up and get it, and he does.
Yeah. That catch is the degree of difficulty. He went up and high pointed it, but
he's down here calling and Gavin, this is how I did it. I'll teach you guys how to do this here. Yeah. Learn from me.
They're loving it.
And that's the unselfishness that you see from this Blackhawk team. This little squib kick, midfielded, right back.
Oh wow!
Can get across midfield. Nice little return there. That's number 37. That's Brady Mitchell. And he's down afterwards as well.
We're going to quick tell you about A-Star Concrete Pumping as they tend to an injured player. A-Star Concrete Pumping is proud to be family owned and operated in Wisconsin. We pride ourselves in maintaining a high quality, unique fleet and very knowledgeable staff to complete all projects. From smaller residential projects to large scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Pumping has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all your concrete needs. Contact them at 715-246-3920. Whether we're cooking the perfect butter burger to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we work hard to ensure you will always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from, so we appreciate when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. Nielsen's Foods has been serving community since 1903. We offer full-service Caribou Coffee, Bakery, Deli, and Meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunity, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities.
That's the one thing I like about this small town sports is, you talk about it's athletes. They're not one sport athletes. They're out here. They're football players. They're wrestling. They're playing basketball. They're track. They're golfing. They're playing baseball. They're up and down the board. Very seldom do you see a one sport athlete.
Right.
And as a former coach, I mean, you like that as well. You want your kids out there participating in other sports.
Absolutely. I loved watching my basketball players play on Friday night, and I mean, you could find the right ones that'll tell you that I kind of told them, no, you're going to play football. because it's only going to help. So we're going to make it tougher.
Well, I mean, you don't want to just be playing whether it's basketball year round. I mean, you get sick of basketball,
right?
Or whatever the one sport is. And
well, and your buddies are doing this.
Correct.
You know, that's the part where it's like, go be a part of something big in the fall and then the winter and then the spring. And obviously they play different winter sports and they play different spring sports.
But that being said, too, there's those wrestlers and basketball players out here in the stands cheering them on. Like, okay, I don't play football, but yet I'm here and we'll support you guys. And you get that in that small town, and that's what I love about this conference and small town. I grew up in a small town, and you get that, and you read off your sponsors, and you're like, oh, this is sponsored by so-and-so. I'm looking down like, oh, that's the people that own that company. Oh, there's them that own that company. Or there they are. You know, it's that's what makes high school sports so great.
Right. We had the seniors come over and greet the elementary school kids, and it was fun to see students that I had when they were 8. You know, nice job there.
Coming off the edge there, that's
Logan
Johnson.
Oh,
we're saying nice job to Derek, but it's Logan Johnson with the sack to end the third quarter. That will end the third quarter, and as an official, as a former ref on football, I say thank you, because we're going to move this ball about a yard and a half from 148 and a half, 149 and a half to the other 49 and a half, and thank you. Yeah. I get to save my energy.
Yeah. Yeah, we had one of those. I'm helping coach the 7th grade boys, and we had the ball at about the 49, and I was just going to run it out.
I guess you threw it deep.
No, they thought I called the timeout with like 8 seconds left. I'm like, no, let's just leave it at midfield, and then just flip it over, and then we can start the fourth quarter. Came up a little short in our opener last night, but it's fun, and there's a lot of kids in the 7th graders. I believe there's 37 kids.
Nice. That's what you want, is numbers. Participation, just numbers is a huge key. Whether, I don't care what sport it is, you get the numbers out there, and they need 1, they need 2, but they also need number 36. They also need number 37 as well. So fourth and about 17 or so, and the Panthers here just inside midfield. We'll go for it. I noticed they do have a backup quarterback in now.
Yep, he's been in this possession.
Yep, number 7 is Jack.
He's going deep.
Stoltenberg. I do want to say a shout out. I'm pretty sure.
What?
That's Jack. I know him. I'm pretty sure he's a basketball stud, only because I know his sister plays with basketball, I believe, with my daughter.
Okay.
And if that's, I want to say that's him.
Is he about 5'7"?
Yeah, he's short, little blonde kid, and he threw it left-handed, and I'm like, he's a basketball stud. You'll get to know his name on the hardwood floors, as well as his sister.
He's a right-handed thrower.
Okay, he threw that one left-handed, I thought, but anyway.
Graydon? Is this Graydon?
Yep. According to Torgy, we got Monacan at cornerback. He's going to give to, I believe that's Gordon.
Yep.
Gordon.
I mean, there would have been something really fun about Graydon Monacan catching a touchdown and then switching position and throwing a touchdown the next play.
Next possession. Does hand off to Trent Gordon. Is Trent wearing his younger brother's old jersey?
Yeah.
Wasn't 30 last year? Well,
yep.
Nice.
Logan.
Yeah. Very good running back and linebacker last year for the Blackhawks. Trent will
ball's
the ball, and
sure they're calling him down. Call him down on the top of the.
Down just inside the 45 is Trent. Maybe third down.
Eli Caves on the tackle. Somerset 22, Prescott 20. That's in the second half.
Wow, they came back there.
I'm not sure if you heard that, but Somerset is leading Prescott 22-20 in the second half. Everything since halftime.
They say 22-21.
22-20 or something like that.
Stiddy says 22-21.
Okay.
Oh.
I believe Stiddy. Verde scores in the second half, but Rice Lake was up big against Amory, and Central was up big against Osceola. Again, a conference that you could pick a name out of the hat who's going to win every night.
Yep.
We saw Somerset last week and a 6-point victory, and they get Prescott this week, who's been very impressive. We saw signs of that last year when they were all sophomores, I believe, and now it's a nice punt. And bounce. He's going to have another one down at the 1-yard line. Oh, sorry. 5 to 6.
And Cronin's punt is down by the Blackhawks.
So with inside 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, we have running clock, so we're going to go quick here. It's 42-0 Blackhawks.
Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of our accounting and tax needs.
1st and 10 from the 6-yard line for the Panthers.
Panthers take over 1st and 10, inside their own 10.
Cohen Hendricks, the ball carrier.
The 27, yeah.
Trent Gordon in the tackle.
So on the night, I have Ellsworth with 23 rushing yards on 21 carries and 43 passing yards on 11 attempts. That's 64 total yards for the Panthers.
I'm going to get about 2 more there.
Omar Colson, the ball carrier.
And offensively for the Blackhawks.
Offensively for the Blackhawks,
James Kropelnicki on the tackle.
250 through the air and
gain of 2.
120 on the ground.
So 250 through the air. It started with the 7-yard touchdown.
70, yeah.
To Sal.
Yeah, 250 on 13 attempts.
13 attempts. That's very productive.
Uh-huh.
Again, 5 passing touchdowns for Cal Smith.
Oh, he's open in the flat, and he just
go behind him. That was
incomplete pass intended for number 48.
I apologize, that number's not in my program. So, but again, the first 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers for the Blackhawks before finding Monacan for the second time. Cal did run 1 more in. So on the year now, it's going to put Cal ahead, I believe, what, 13 passing touchdowns? Does that sound right?
Do you have 8 before tonight? I thought you had 9.
9 before tonight, yeah.
14.
14.
Oh, take a bounce there, Gav.
His 8th rushing touchdown.
And a flag.
Yeah.
Gavin the return for the Blackhawks.
That again was a nice tackle. That was Garrett Nelson.
There is a penalty flag.
I say the tackle by Garrett Nelson, not Panthers Garrett Nelson. It's a tackle by Blackhawk Garrett Nelson at about the 15-yard line. That would lead to that flag.
Although what they're pointing towards Ellsworth.
Maybe he got that.
So we got Graydon again here on the quarterback. Let me tell you that the market is changing, and you can take advantage of 30-plus years of combined experience to guide you through it. If you call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-920-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all of your realty needs. Yeah, that must have been on the Ellsworth team. Last one I have for the night, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar at 780 Cedar Street in Baldwin offers something for everyone. If you're interested in the competition and camaraderie of a team, come join one of the bowling leagues offering men, women, couples, seniors, youth, and youth leagues that run from September through April. Reserve an open bowling time for families, friends, work, or birthday parties. When you get hungry or thirsty from all the bowling fun or while watching the big games on the mini big screen TVs, Striker Sports Bar is sure to satisfy. Check out the menu and weekly food and drink specials at strikersLane.com. And if I had to guess, there'll be more than a few happy Blackhawk fans enjoying the lanes at Strikers tonight.
Do you bring your program there? I heard something like that. Apparently, if you bring your program, you get to buy one get one or something.
Well, I have 2 programs.
I have 2 also. I don't know if it works for that, but I'm like, oh, it's excellent. Come on away last week.
So we lost yards on that one. Gordon goes backwards. I don't know. We could try it.
You know, I know it's legit. I mean, you mean 2 of them, or
yeah.
Oh,
well, I'll grab some on the way out. I'll pick some up in the
stands.
stands.
Stack out there. But, next week we'll find this Blackhawk team traveling as far north as we can go up to Rice Lake, who will have Monica's going to throw for one.
Brody Everts.
Find the end zone. Brody Everts, sophomore, going to haul in, I believe, his first varsity touchdown. Nice little post out there by Everts. And great throw by Monacan. He catches 2 and throws 1.
It's impressive.
It's 48-0 Blackhawks.
Everts did have a touchdown or an interception.
Yep, I remember that one.
In GET, so.
Extra point kick attempt coming up for the Blackhawks.
But as I was saying, I believe the Blackhawks will travel to Rice Lake, who was on their way to their 2-0 Middle Border Conference record. As
the kick is good.
They beat up St. Croix Central last week, and then we're up 20-0 on Amory at halftime.
So the thing about Rice Lake is, we talked about how Ellsworth has a target on their back always, as this ends an enormous middle border winning streak. But we can all recall what happened last year here when we played Rice Lake. We're walking into Rice Lake not only with the win of Ellsworth looming large over the top, but there's some kids on that team that want revenge.
Exactly.
When we come into their place.
I think last year, Rice Lake is a very good football program. It's always been a very good football program. They came in the middle border for the first time, and I'm not going to say they thought they were going to walk into the middle border, coming on the big rivers, and just walk through us.
I would say that.
But they came in here, and all of a sudden, like, wait a minute.
Yeah. We
got beat. And ended up losing again to this Ellsworth team. So, as they transition out of middle border next year back to the big rivers, they're looking to prove, hey, you know what, we're going to go out with a stamp as well, and they're going to look to get a little revenge on this Blackhawk team.
And if you recall, that game is over if the quarterback lines up under the center inside the 5-yard line.
We didn't know what happened, and luckily we do have the best cameraman in the business. He got it. He was celebrating before us. I don't know how he saw it. And he's like, yeah, the quarterback lined up under the guard and on the goal on the 1-yard line,
and the center snapped the ball to the 10, and we picked it up and
ended up marching down for a tying touchdown. And
it was crazy.
Then the crazy overtime.
Yeah.
We started this on the 10-yard line, and Ellsworth next week, I believe, will find themselves at home for 2 weeks in a row. They get Somerset, I believe.
That'll be a good game.
Which again, no, that's one that Somerset just took the lead back on Prescott, and I believe the week after, I want to say they get Rice Lake down in Ellsworth. So Ellsworth's going to have a tough little stretch.
Yeah.
They got punched in the mouth tonight by a very good Blackhawk team. But they're going to look to make their statement next week again against Somerset, who was trying to make their own statement.
Right.
And don't blink again, you're going to have Rice Lake.
We got a toss here.
Toss out to Hendricks. And maybe get a yard. We close in on 2 minutes to go here.
And it's nice to get these other guys in, because they obviously put in the time at practice, but there's some pressure on them to complete this shutout.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's something to win. To beat Ellsworth is something. To beat them running clock is another thing, and to shut them out is very, very impressive.
For Colson, incomplete.
Yeah, this is a statement win for the program. But high school football, man, things ebb and flow.
Right. And it's important to mention they're doing it respectfully again. It's not like it's tough. I mean, yeah.
What's going on here?
They were going to go for punt return, but now.
Yep.
Call them back.
We got a 71 playing corner. I love every bit of that.
Hendricks the ball
Hendricks has been tackled short of the first down. We're close inside of a minute to go with the Blackhawks will likely take one or two more snaps, and then they'll do it for us here at King Field as the fans are going to make their way down to congratulate the Blackhawks on what will eventually be a 49-0 convincing win after opening possession, turnover on downs. After that possession, it was
all Blackhawks. All Blackhawks all night.
And we made a comment about, okay, we just need to start over again. They didn't start over again. They just kept going. And
that's not legal.
Runs go up the middle to Gordon. And that will be last play here from King Field as the Blackhawks will move to 2-0 in middle order conference play, 4-0 overall. Ellsworth will drop to 1-1 in the conference, 3-1 overall. A convincing win, 49-0. Again, next week we will be in Rice Lake for the battle of the 2-0s.
Hey, I got a comment here. This is great. The only one besides the Blackhawks winning in all these turnovers is Pac-Man. Should be getting some big business.
I don't know who this Pac-Man guy is, but yeah, if you don't answer your call, I'll get back to you. I know I give him a little time. He's a little busy, I hear.
Oh, boy. All right, well, hey, thanks, everyone, for joining us on a beautiful Friday night at King Field that ended with a convincing Blackhawk victory. We will be back in Rice Lake with internet service permitting. We have never broadcast from there before, so we're hoping that things work out. For Zach Ambrose and Nick Pack, I'm Jeremy Nygaard. This was Blackhawk TV. Have a great weekend, everyone.
See you next week.